Listen to them things. Oh my goodness.
Can't see anything.
We'll open them when we get home.
Jacob's got it all ready for him. Look at them.
They're all alive, it looks like.
And see their egg
Oh,
in there?
no, you got one gone.
Oh.
They usually put an extra one in there in case that happens.
Look at them.
Yep. There's an egg in there.
Yeah.
We got an Easter egg. Look,
What did they put in it? A chicken?
it's something. I don't know what that is.
Here, let me see.
I guess it's called this Easter. All right, Jacob, I'm going to give you the honors of getting them out.
Yeah, so count them as you get them out, okay?
Come here. There you go.
Hey, dip them in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Just you don't need to do but a couple of them that way. They'll all figure it out.
Happy Easter. You get $10 off your next order with us.
What about that?
$10 off, pretty good.
Wait.
There's
don't
20?
Get out, don't get out. Don't get out. I need to.
How many was it supposed to be?
20. Oh, well, they're supposed to be.
Actually, I think it was supposed to be 18 and a rooster.
So we got two
Or so it was
extras.
17 and a rooster or 18 and a rooster. I can't remember.
There, now
Wow.
they can't get out.
So they Jacob said there's 20, and there was a dead one, so it was 21. But they do that. I mean, they usually are good about sending extras, but this is the first we've ordered from Valley Farms that wouldn't meat chickens.
Yeah.
What do you think, little man?
So cute. Look, this is why you put rocks in there.
So they don't get in there and drown. Look at it. See, they done figured the water out. These are a lot more active than Cornish cross, ain't they?
I like it there.
This one has a little. Look at this one. He has green on his
Milo,
face.
don't you get in there.
See?
No.
Ain't he pretty?
Mhm.
So what are these? Black astrolorp?
What are they, Jacob?
I done asked him. He didn't
Black
know.
astrolorps, I think.
Astrolorps, yeah. I think that's how you say it.
They're supposed to be black with like green on them, and they're really pretty. Look at them.
Yeah, Jacob picked them out.
He's
He
so
picked
cute.
out what he wanted.
They're egg chickens.
Yep.
That you should have saw them. They were literally sticking their fingers and everything out of the box.
Well, welcome back, y'all. It is actually the next day from what you just saw. Yesterday, Jacob got how many chicks in the mail?
20.
20. 20 chicks in the mail.
And one rooster, and then another one was died.
Yeah, we lost one, but you know, that happens with chicks. But anyways, we're going to check on them first thing this morning, and then me and Jacob have got a day full of stuff we've got to do today. Megan, her mama, and Maggie are going to be gone to a horse show. It's not too far from here, but you know, Maggie and Megan's all into the horses. They're going to a horse show today. And today, it's just me and little man. So anyways, let's check on these chicks, and then we need to get started.
There's little chickies.
Ain't they pretty?
Look at them. No, you're not a rooster.
What kind were they?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember it. Black astrolorp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already got a few of these in our other
They
chickens.
haven't drunk much water.
No. So what's your plan?
To make a chicken business.
A chicken business.
To where I sell. So these chickens will grow up to lay eggs, and I put the eggs in the incubator, and then I sell chicks.
There you go. So it's still going to be a while before you're technically in business, but this is the start of something right here, right?
And the chicken houses that Chuck gave us are gonna be for these chickens to go in.
That's right. So my little entrepreneur there.
Yeah, where's on this trailer getting hung? I hit it one time.
Yeah. It's hung on them screws and them rotten boards and everything else. What? That'll work. Thank you. Me and Jacob just picked up a pallet of super phosphate, and we're going over to the big hayfield we've got, the one that's about like 10 minutes from our house, that's the only one I've got left that I have not put any type of fertilizer or anything on this spring. I've already done all the hay fields that are close to the house, but we've got a decent chance of rain coming up here real soon, and I'm kind of putting money on the fact that it's going to rain.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Because without that rain, what we're doing ain't going to do no good, and it's just a waste of money. But anyways, when we get over there, we'll talk a little bit more about what I'm putting out and why I'm putting what I'm putting out. But, you know, I get a lot of questions from people emailing and all that. Where do you get your fertilizer, and what kind of fertilizer do you use, and all that. And, you know, the kind of fertilizer really just depends on what you need. There's not really a specific fertilizer that works good for everything. It's all in what your soil needs, what your soil's lacking. So that one's kind of a hard one to give. If you don't know what type of fertilizer to use on something, your best bet is just using a balanced fertilizer like a triple 14 or triple 10 or triple 13, something like that. But in this situation, it's a little bit different. But now, as far as where I get my fertilizer, most of the fertilizer I buy like this right here comes from a little like hardware / ag store we've got in the community. You know, it's one of those stores that's been there forever. I mean, my grandpa and them done business up there. That's how long it's been there.
It's been there that long?
Yeah, there's pictures of them up here grinding sausage way back in the day. And that's one of the services that store used to offer was sausage grinding. So when everybody got done killing hogs, I mean, they'd be up there. Because, you know, people didn't have sausage grinders. You couldn't afford one. So everybody would meet up there at that store and grind their sausage or whatever, you know.
I didn't know that.
Yep. There's an old newspaper article on it advertising that they do sausage grinding. I seen it posted on Facebook the other day. Those little stores like that are usually not the cheapest. There's several options that I could go to that the fertilizer would be a lot cheaper. And I could save a lot of money by going elsewhere and buying fertilizer. But no more fertilizer than I buy. It's not that big a deal. And the thing is, those little stores like that, you know, we all complain saying the little stores are gone, the little man's gone. Well, part of keeping the little man here is doing business with him. And I feel like that's a strong part of our community right there because, you know, he's there when I need something or when anybody in the community needs something, not just me.
Yeah, you just hop in the truck and you just go over there and go grab it.
That's right. You hop in the truck and you go, and he's there, and most of the time he's got what you need. And yes, even though sometimes you pay more for it there than you would anywhere else, the same, you know, it's a lot closer than going to like Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, a whole lot closer for that. And the guy that owns the store, I mean, he's a friend. He looks after you. He makes sure you get what you need, and he's there for the community. And those stores like that, in my opinion, are like the backbone of these small communities because that's the central hub of it all. You got your old group of people who sit up there and talk and carry on and tell jokes and stories. My grandpa used to be one of those. Then you got your people who are out working. You know, they're constantly in and out of there buying supplies and stuff.
So, and the other day, I was building some, and we just needed this hole saw because Daddy didn't have one. And we just rode over there, and he had the one that we needed. And then we just bought it, and then we brought it back home.
That's right. Yeah, our three options were to go to Lowe's, which is a good ways away, go to Home Depot, which is even farther away, or well, go to Lowe's or Home Depot, which both of those are far away. Get on Amazon, and if we'd have done it on Amazon, we would have took it at least a day to get here. We needed it now. Or go up there. And, you know, it's just little things like that I think are important. You know, sometimes, yeah, we might save money going to other places to buy stuff. But in reality, are you saving anything? Because buying stuff from a store like that, I know who the money's going to. I know the people that work there. I know the guy that owns the store. My family's done business with him forever. And he's always there. There's even been incidences where we've needed something when he wasn't open, and you give him a call and he'll open the store up for you and let you get in there and get it. So, you know, things such as a well pump or whatever like that. You know, if you've got an emergency that you need to get taken care of, it's been late on a Saturday evening or even a Sunday evening, you need something like that, they'll open the store up and get you taken care of. And so that means a lot. But anyways, that's my little spiel on doing business local. And I do my fair share of business online as well, but I do as much as I can locally, trying to keep these little local places in business and giving them all the business I can, you know, when that's the best option. All right, so this is the hay field I'm gonna be fertilizing. It runs way back around over yonder, and then way up yonder on the top of the hill, and then there's a little bit over in there. And I mentioned earlier that I'm putting superphosphate on it, which is 0,45,0. So it's nothing but phosphorus, that's all. I got 40 and 50 pound bags here. That's probably not quite enough to cover this field like it should be. However, that's all I got. The whole purpose of this is trying to get rid of the broom straw that's in this field. Now, I have learned, I've done a lot of research on this stuff, and broom straw comes from two things. One is your soil pH being too low. In our case here, we're dealing with poor soils, and I'm going to show you that. I have my pH tester.
That's cool.
And we're going to stick it in and see what the pH of this soil is.
A 7.1.
All right, it takes a minute to adjust, so let's just leave it alone for now. And somebody will probably argue with me and tell me I need to put lime on this to get rid of this broom straw. And that is correct if my pH was low. But in this case, all of this field right here used to be tobacco land, every bit of it. And when something is in tobacco land, it is constantly getting tilled. I mean constantly. You're cultivating. Then you break it in the fall, then you tear it up in the spring, and then repeat the process all over again. And doing that, every time you till, you're releasing just a little bit of phosphorus out of the ground. And phosphorus does not get put back into the soil unless you put it there. So whether it be from manure or from inform like this or whatever, you do not get phosphorus back unless you put it there. So that's what we're lacking on this field here. And that's why we've got a broom straw problem. And I had a feeling that by as good as the grass looked and the way the grass growed in this field, that the pH was probably right, because grass likes a 6.5 to 7.5 pH. But I think it's just poor land. So
This thing still says 7.1.
it still says 7.1. That's actually a little bit higher than I anticipated. Didn't expect it to be that high. I was expecting it to say something like 6.5. So I don't know how accurate that their meter is. However, the most accurate way is to actually do a soil test and do it that way. But that at least gives us an idea. I know that this soil over here is not like 4.5 or 5.5. So with that being said, lime is not necessary to add on this field. What it needs is some nutrients. Now, we're not adding a regular balanced fertilizer or anything like that, because I don't necessarily want to get more hay off of this field. I just want to get better hay. This is kind of going to be an experimental field. We're going to see how this works, because on this field alone, all it's getting is the superphosphate. On the other hay fields I've done, I put out both. I put out superphosphate and I put out fertilizer. And already I can see a humongous difference in the way those fields look. However, I run out of time the other day. So now we're going to get this one before the next chance of rain comes in. Now I want y'all to look. There's supposed to be a mountain right there. And it is covered in the cloud.
It might rain while we're doing this.
Well, it could. It's not supposed to be a chance of rain today, but who knows? I mean, we're almost in the clouds right now. Look at that. It's really humid out here too. And when
the wind's blowing.
I know the wind's blowing. It feels like it could rain. But when it's humid like this, it's really not the best time to be spreading fertilizer, because it kind of starts to stick to your spreader and all. But we've got a really good chance of rain tomorrow, and I want to get it knocked out. This will probably take us, I don't know, a good 30, 45 minutes to get this done. Takes longer to open bags and pour them in the spreader than it does to spread them out. Well, Jacob, especially since this wind's blowing, if you will, I'm going to need you to be doing something with the bags while I'm over here spreading.
All right.
I meant to bring us a trash bag. I completely forgot it. It's the worst part about doing it in bags instead of bulk. You got so much trash.
How do you do it in bulk?
He's got a big wagon style spreader up there.
Oh.
And they'll put it in the big fertilizer bags, and then you can rent that spreader from him and spread it that way. But I'd just as soon do it like this because I don't have to take the spreader back. I just use my spreader.
Hey, I got a question.
What?
If you have a big spreader, can you use your spreader?
Yeah, if you had a big spreader, they would just go up there and dump those bags into that spreader for you. Or you could buy the bag and dump it in there yourself.
Yeah.
Funny, the wind wasn't blowing like this at home.
Mm-hmm.
Get over here on the side of this mountain, it's blowing pretty good.
I got a question.
What?
You gonna adjust it when you put it in there? Because it doesn't look like it's gonna come out right now.
Yeah, I got it closed.
Oh.
There's a lever over there that opens and closes it. Covered all this. I gotta go up here now.
I was like, why is there a gas light on? But it's the PTO.
PTO, yeah. Tractor's fixing to blow up. We got a check engine light on. Alright, you're gonna have to hold on right here. Look at this. We are in the great pollinating.
I thought the paint had sparkles in it, but it's just dust.
It's pollen.
Well, whatever it is.
We've been seasoned with pollen. Well, this field is finished. I'm really excited to see if this even makes a difference this year. I hope it does, because it was somewhat of an expensive gamble. However, if it does work, the phosphorus is here. It shouldn't go anywhere anytime soon. I mean, you know, maybe 5 years from now, I may have to reapply it. But yeah, I hope it works, and I hope we get some rain like we're supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could rain. Well, look, the mountain's cleared up.
Yeah, the mountain's cleared up, except that one back there. That one back there's still covered.
Maybe the rain, it looked like it was going to rain today. Look at the sky.
I know. I thought it was supposed to be sunny today. Well,
Yeah, I think it was the opposite of sunny.
tell me about it. So far, anyways. Let's go home. I need to go get this spreader washed up now and get all that stuff off of it. And see what else we get into. I cannot wait for those right there to be ripe. We're actually going down to work on the bulldozer for the first time in months. Daddy's got time to work. I got time this evening, so we're going to go see what we can do. Maybe we can get it completely put back together today. Who knows? guess what?
What?
Today was unsuccessful.
Well, some days are just like that. Troubleshooting is not unsuccessful.
Well, the water pump leaks when it's idling. When you're running that thing wide open, it don't leak a drop. And I don't know what the problem is. I drove it around there. It didn't leak none, but then as soon as I parked it and let it idle, it's just pouring out of it. So we kind of got an idea of what it is. There's a seal inside that water pump. I don't know why it would be leaking, but it's got to be something to do with that seal there, because that's the only place that water can come from where it's coming from. No, it was replaced.
Oh.
It's just the only place that water can come from when it's coming from the area it's coming from in the water pump.
Well, a new seal shouldn't be bad.
It shouldn't. I don't know why it's not sealing off. But anyways, we got it all put back together. I got to driving around. I got to play on it, but it's still going to have to be tore back apart. Again.
Well, slowly but surely.
Starting to wonder if I shouldn't have just left it sitting. Just left that thing alone. But
well,
it's there.
Park it and work on it next winter.
That's what Mama said. She said, pull it out of the way and just work on it some other time. But I think at this point, it don't take no time to pull that radiator back out. And all the bolts are new on the water pump, so the water pump can be took off pretty easy. I mean, everything now is so broke loose that you can pull it apart quick. It's just, it's the wrong time of year to be working on something like this. But I guess we'll see what happens.
That's right.
I don't know.
Right.
Sound like somebody's hollering for me.
Yep. They said it's time to eat.
Yep. But anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me and Jacob. And I guess you're going back to the rodeo.
Yeah.
I think me and Jacob are actually going to enjoy what's left of the day after I get done feeding and we eat supper. I don't know. Me and him might go make a round on the foil. We might do something, but we've worked enough today.
Yeah.
We're going to go enjoy what's left of the day.
There you go. But anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope you might have learned a little something. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with us today. Until we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.